Welcome to Trivial 10, live on location in Grand Lake, Colorado. Today, a special and beautiful co-host, Robin Halverson, is joining me live on location.
Hi, everybody. It's good to be here.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of fun so far. We are exhausted. Are you tired?
Yes. Coffee.
What is your mug
You can
say?
zoom in. It says, don't moose with me before my coffee.
Yes,
It's my favorite
true.
mug. I brought it. We got it last year when we came.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. Okay, so just a quick rundown of our trip. We're not going to be hanging out here too long, but so we started on whatever day that was, and we drove from Newark or Fort Worth to Trinidad in one day. How was that?
It was good. It was hot. It is hot in Texas right now. It's 105 degrees, which part of the appeal of coming up here is that, I mean, as you can see by my sweatshirt,
Yeah.
my swag. Show your swag, baby.
Oh, yes.
You got our Colorado swag.
Yeah. Oh, coolest Colorado hat. Eat your heart out, Juan. I mean, you've got really cool Colorado gear, but that's coolest hat I've ever seen.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Love you, Juan. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
So anyway, so we came and it was 105 degrees when we left, and driving through New Mexico and all that, and the panhandle of Texas, it was just a beating. And then we came through the mountains and we crested into Trinidad, and it was like 60 degrees, and it was perfect. And it's been so nice and such a reprieve to be up here. I'm not looking forward to going back for that reason.
For the heat.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough. And then what did we do the second day? It was our tradition for road trip.
Oh, we went to Cracker Barrel. I love Cracker Barrel. So sue me, people. I love Cracker Barrel.
I think there's a group for people like CBA.
I do.
Cracker Barrel
Well, it's a
Anonymous.
tradition on a road trip.
Yeah.
You got to go to Cracker Barrel, and so I like to go to Cracker Barrel, and
Stick to the breakfast.
they got the best biscuits, the best sweet tea, and the best mac and cheese. I mean,
And you don't ever have the cornbread, but the cornbread is
I don't
pretty
like-
awesome.
I ain't cornbread. I don't like cornbread.
You ain't cornbread.
I ain't cornbread.
She ain't cornbread.
I think it's supposed to be corn-fed.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not corn-fed.
Yeah, corn's kind of plain. But it's good in like chunks in sweet cornbread. This turned into a Cracker Barrel commercial. Anyways, it's
But
a trap.
here's the thing: it is a trap.
Yes. Because the
We
kids.
had our 6-year-old daughter breaking down in tears because we wouldn't allow her to buy the stuffed flamingo.
Why do they sell a
knowing-
stuffed flamingo in Colorado?
Right, knowing that we are about to come up here and we're going to get them fun
Stuffies.
souvenirs.
Because they're going to get money wherever they can.
Yeah,
But
it's a tourist trap. It all is a tourist trap.
It
but
is decently clean restrooms. Though.
we like to be decently clean restrooms. Yeah.
Yeah.
They always have a smell, and there's always toilet paper. And then there's always an old lady. If you are the old lady who decides to go number 2 in the restroom, let's have a conversation for a moment, okay? I understand you're on the road. I understand. But for the rest of us, it's always an old lady who decides to just let her rip.
Lay out a
And it
chocolate-
just
a little fudge monkey
a little
right there.
fudge monkey.
Yeah.
A little bit more than a fudge monkey. And it stinks. It stinks up the Cracker Barrel bathroom and,
Okay.
and most church bathrooms on a Sunday morning.
That was a 3-minute segment
Sorry.
on Cracker Barrel. Anyways, y'all are doing great things at Cracker Barrel. Oh, they started serving like alcohol. There was someone that got a mimosa at Cracker
Oh,
Barrel.
gosh, it was like what's that Rocket Fizz popsicle thing?
Stuck inside of a mimosa.
Ew.
Weird. Stick to what you're good at. Don't quit your day job.
Cracker Barrel.
Yep. Okay, so we're on. We go to Cracker Barrel. We get to Denver. Get the gas. Get some Starbucks.
Yeah.
Get on I-70.
I don't think the good people really care about all this, do they?
No, that part was crazy.
Okay.
Like we're driving flat. You know the freeways are okay, and then you hit 70 out of Denver.
So here's a side note. This is our first time to bring the kids up to Colorado with us. Okay, we've come up here a few times before, and normally we stay in Estes Park, which is on the other side of Rocky Mountain National.
Yeah.
Well, this year we couldn't get lodging in Estes because it was packed. Which honestly,
That sounds official.
lodging. I am official. I'm very smart.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, and so we couldn't get lodging, and so we had to come stay in Grand Lake, which has been really nice because it is a lot quieter.
It is.
PSA for Grand Lake, Colorado. Yeah. So we had to do a stay in Grand Lake, but we had to come a different way that we're not used to. Normally you just kind of go up some winding roads and poof, you're in the mountains, and it's wonderful and amazing. But this was like literally going over. We even crossed through Winter Park, Colorado, which is a ski resort.
Yeah.
And we weren't even to our destination
But we
in
have,
Winter Park.
and we're hauling a trailer.
Yeah.
So that's not something I do all the
That's the
time.
other thing.
And so this is the second time I've done that on a big trip like this. So you've got all that weight coming behind you every time you go downhill. So it was interesting, to say the least. So we get here, we get to this amazing property, which is pretty freaking fantastic. I'm gonna give
Well, no, don't get a whole lot because I don't know if the kids have toys and stuff.
Oh, that's okay if they have toys. That's okay. Just there's a panorama. A panorama.
Chimes, thank you. Cue the chimes.
Oh,
Thank
cue
you, Steve.
the chimes.
Thank you, Steve.
So yeah, it's the old A-frame. Oh my gosh, it's been outstanding here.
It has been.
But oh yeah, there you are. How's that? That frame good? Okay. So we get to this wonderful place. It's on an acre. It's in Grand Lake, much less populated, and the kids, they love Burmese mountain dogs. And guess what walks down the road?
Finnick, the Burmese mountain dog.
Finnick, as in Princess Bride Finnick. I think
Perfect.
it's tilted. So I'm gonna fix it for the good people.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyways, Finnick is there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this lady, Karen.
Do we have to
So-
talk about every little detail about your
I'm sorry, I just thought this was fun. Karen just let Finnick play with the kids. Even one of them ran over Finnick in the power chair, and this dog was like, "It's fine," because it's the size of a black bear.
Do the good people know about our kids?
Oh,
We talked about that.
I don't know. But two of our daughters, our oldest two, are in power chairs, and the power chairs help them get around, and they weigh 275 pounds apiece. So if they run over a dog usually reacts, and this dog did not react.
Which is why we have a giant 9-passenger van.
Yes. Should we put that?
No,
in?
no. Y'all don't need to see everything about our lives. But we have a 9-passenger van, and then we pull a trailer behind it. So
Yeah.
it's a big parade everywhere we go. It just really is.
It's awesome.
And
It's a
so,
party.
and one of the things that we love, plug for Rocky Mountain National Park, is that it is truly one of the most accessible parks
So cool.
in the nation.
Yeah.
And so it's been just a real blessing for our family. And so, yeah, but Finnick was great. Go back to that. Finnick was great. He even sat on our son's foot.
Yes. And that means that a Burmese mountain dog loves you if they sit on your foot, according to Karen. So shout out to Karen. Anyways,
It was weird when you sat on my foot when we first met.
I know, but you know what? You're still here. Barely. It was a rough couple months there. Calls and driving past your apartment and stuff. But anyways, we're not talking about that right now.
Tears.
So anyways, you send me out for pizza, and I'm in Grand Lake for 2 hours waiting on pizza. Get up the next day. We get out to do what? We don't go to the park. What do we do that day? Day 3.
Oh, we went to, is it King Supers?
King Supers in, is it Granby?
In Granby. And it's basically...
No, it's called City Market's King Supers.
It's City Market, yeah. And it's a Kroger. It's a Kroger for all you
It's a
Texas
Kroger.
people.
Yeah. You
And
walk
so-
in, you're like, I've been here before.
Yeah. Yeah, and our kids are, well, like we said, we have 2 power chairs and our son who rides on the power chairs. And we are literally a parade around the store just going for all the good people of Colorado and all the tourists to see. And they were just really, I mean, for the most part, everybody was very understanding and gracious.
Salmon,
And,
cheeseburgers.
man, we ate some good
Gosh,
stuff.
chocolate covered something. Oh no, you got a tort.
I had a tort.
Never had a tort.
Yeah.
I only saw that on British Baking Show.
Yeah, it's a
That was
flourless brownie, delicious mousse thing.
It is good. It's good.
We had the last of it last night.
Yes, it was really nice. So that was Granby. Then the next day, day 4, we get out into the park, right?
Yeah, we get out to Rocky Mountain National.
And we drive from Grand Lake across Trail Ridge Road, which goes across the highest point that you can drive on, which is, I think, 12,500 feet.
12,200.
12,200. So it's basically tundra. You ride up past the Alpine into the tundra, and there's no more trees because nothing can grow up there except for like lichen and a special type of grass. And then there's elk up there and marmot, things of that nature. Drive over to Estes Park. It's not kid friendly as far as eating, so we ended up over at Smokin' Dave's Barbecue. If you're ever in Estes, go there. The ribs were fantastic. What did you have? Shroom burger.
I had a shrimp. Do we have to tell people that I had a burger?
Oh no, it wasn't a burger. It was a salad.
It was a salad. I got a salad.
salad.
Also, another PSA.
Yeah.
If you're a woman that says, I just want a salad, we all know the truth.
Yeah.
We
Everybody
all know
likes
the
to
truth.
eat.
Everybody wants a burger on vacation, right?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you liked it? It was good?
Yeah.
Kids had their stuff. I don't remember what they got. The kids' meals, though, great prices. Anyways, I did not mean to go into that much detail. Anyways, so we're driving back. We got to get back over to Grand Lake. And it's 48 miles from
So, side
Estes Park.
note.
Yeah.
Let's give it a moment to cut.
Yeah.
Don't talk about what I eat.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to edit this because both are lined up like that. So now they're going to see that you're telling me. Do you want me to not tell them about Cracker Barrel and
Yeah.
Golden Corral? How we went to Golden Corral twice? And how you have some food right down here?
I don't want people to know.
Anyways, so you're welcome for that. I should have told her that before, but you enjoy all that. Anyways,
Well, let's just talk. Like, he likes to overshare. He likes to overshare about all the things.
no, just about food, I think.
I think about food. Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
anyways, that was that. So we get back on the road, and it starts to like hail on us as we're going back in. And like I said, it's a 48-mile drive back to Grand Lake. We've got to get back to our cabin. And I talked to the park ranger. I'm like, hey, what's up with this weather? Is this? And she goes, it's just blowing through. Well, it blew through for the next 2.5 hours, and we actually got to the summit of the mountain, and it was hail snow. I've never seen hail snow before, and it wasn't just coming down like this. It was milking a cow. It was coming sideways across.
Okay, well, let's just talk about Trail Ridge Road for a minute. Okay.
Okay, talk about Trail Ridge.
6 months that we've been planning this trip, the thing that Jordan has been the most nervous about is Trail Ridge Road
In our
van.
which is huge.
Let's be honest, though, you would be nervous about it in a Ford Escape. You still, like, this is a scary
It's a
road.
scary road because there's no rails on the shoulders, and there's sheer drop offs. Yeah, so
And
it's
you
something
just
you gotta
you
focus
wind
on.
around the mountain, and you go on these big
Yeah.
U-turns around the mountain, and it is just a sheer drop. And so we have a giant van that is very tall and catches a lot of wind.
But I was
And
never
so-
afraid though. Very brave.
It was a little brave.
I
So,
just did that for dramatic effect.
well, you told him what I ate, so there you go. Now we're even.
All right.
Okay.
So there's drop offs.
Okay, so there's drop-offs in this. And so on a good day, like today, sunny, partly cloudy, whatever, it's still intimidating, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we go over the mountain. It's perfectly clear. There's just a few clouds in the sky. There's sun. It's wonderful. And there's this big, like, is trepidatious the right word? This big trepidatious sign in the beginning.
Ominous.
Ominous, yes.
It's ominous.
Yes. And it
I'm
says...
smart too.
But, okay. So it's this big sign.
I can go
in
more
front-
into what you've been eating. All right, tell them about the ominous sign.
It's this big sign, and it says, beware, weather can change, basically in a drop of a hat. It doesn't say that exactly, but it's basically saying that it can change at any moment. And
Be
so
prepared.
we know this.
Yeah.
We know this, but we think, yeah, we can go 2 hours to Estes Park, take the kids, it'll be no problem.
Well, that's
and
not
we'll
going to
come
happen
back.
to us. We're not going to run into weather.
No.
Yeah.
And what happens? We drive back, and we see these big clouds, and we're like, just keep going a little bit further. Let's go a little bit more.
Yeah.
And so we keep going, and then eventually we end up at the lava rocks.
Lava rocks, and we have to pull over because
And
the snow hail is so hard.
And I wanted to take a video of it, and he would not allow me to take a video because... What?
No. You started the video, and then you opened the window,
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get a good shot.
And
'cause
it
we
was
have...
coming in sideways off of out of nowhere, the abyss, into the van and pelting me.
and going right past her, mind you. She's behind the frame here, and it just is hitting me. And I'm like, please roll up the window. She starts eating the hail snow.
I did eat the hail snow.
I was talking about you're eating again.
Oh my
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sleeping on the couch. I never sleep on the couch.
She's good to me.
God. Until today.
Until today. So yeah,
Alright.
that was crazy. And then as soon as we come down to the Alpine area again, it kind of clears up.
And I like, granted, I'm not belittling the fact that this is a very scary road, and then when you drive on it in the middle of what could be ice, because
Yeah.
it was dropping. It was 37 degrees, right?
It was 39 at the lowest.
39.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was 39 degrees. I mean, just a few more degrees, and
It's freezing.
this stuff is sticking.
Yeah.
And there's snow all over the mountain still.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was intimidating, but it was an adventure.
It was.
And the kids were just none the wiser. They're sitting back there watching Bambi and Spirit, and
just working.
but it did take us
Yeah.
2.5 hours to drive an hour. So you
Yeah.
know, we were exhausted by the end of that day.
Well, because you had to keep pulling over because you're getting pelted. Yeah.
But the kids did. We did go to this little stop where they became junior rangers.
Oh, the junior
And it was the
Rangers.
cutest
They got
thing.
badges.
It was the best part of the day.
Yeah.
And then the park ranger was there, and he was making them have a pledge about not feeding the animals and picking up trash and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he says, raise your right hand, and they go, all three of them.
They
little
pledged
Judah.
allegiance to the Rocky Mountain National Park, which I don't know how I really feel about that.
It's
but
part of America.
It's part of America. It's America.
It's about as honest America as you can get. It's wilderness. It's beautiful.
Oh no, the park is
Yeah.
pledging allegiance to the park though. Yeah.
But anyways, they were really cute. And then they gave us like a bag with binoculars and magnifying glasses, and they were like, just go explore the mountain. So they're doing amazing things here. So take your kids here. Get them Junior Ranger badges. It was a lot of fun. So anyways, that was day 4. That was a big day. Then yesterday, day 5, we go back out to the park.
Yeah.
Back to the park, and we go to Holworth.
Hogwarts?
No, that's something else.
Oh.
That's the Devil's movie. So no, Holworth. Holworth Historic Site. So it's like this couple that in 1920 something, as soon as Prohibition hits, they close their saloon in Denver and they move up here and they open a lodge up here with probably some illegal activities going on, I imagine. But that's just baked into Colorado.
Illegal meaning that's baked in.
Pun intended. So you go down this trail that's perfect.
Anymore.
No, not here. But it's federally illegal. So it's still kind of illegal because you can't buy it here and take it back to Texas if you were so inclined. If you were a pothead. So anyways, you go over these roads, over the Colorado River. The Colorado River, not just some creek, the Colorado River, like the headwaters where it starts before it goes down to the Gulf of, the Gulf of California near Baja. But you go over that, then you go look at the old ranch, and the kids were able to take their power chairs all the way down to the housing, and they actually have employee housing down there, which was awesome. I want to be a park ranger. In high school, I took the ASVAB test, and the number 1 choice job for me was what? Do you remember? I mean, you weren't there, but I told you.
Park ranger.
Park ranger.
Was it junior ranger or was it ranger?
No, it was full on adult park ranger. Well, that sounds weird.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Rocky Mountain After Dark. But
maybe
no.
that's what that sound was last night.
Maybe it was.
So we were outside hanging out after the kids went to bed, and we're sitting out here. And
Well, we're not there yet. We gotta talk about more about Holworth after Holworth.
well, anyway, let me just say this. We're already there.
All right.
And so we hear this sound. What was the sound?
It wasn't like that dramatic, but it was like.
It could have been Daryl next door
Could have been Daryl.
having a tough time. With one
Been
of his
constipated for 3 weeks. No, so either a black bear,
moose,
chipmunk on steroids, lifting. I don't know what it was. I don't know. Maybe it was Finnick.
It could have been a moose, though.
It could have been. I think there's some teenagers coming. But anyways. Oh.
Grand Lake Plumbing.
Ah, excellent. Well, you need it out here too.
The Daryl.
Call
needed it.
Grand Lake Plumbing when you get backed up.
We get back to do we plug?
Okay. Actually, International Sign Language.
Eric Unila.
David Garcia.
This one's for you.
And Garcia. So yes, so we do a picnic down at the historic site, go walk across the Colorado River, come back, go back up to the top of the mountain again to get a photo op.
Okay.
And guess what? Hold on, let me just say this.
Mm-hmm.
It was 39 degrees the day before with the hail snow. It's 69
Same place.
at the summit. Yes,
Same place.
Same place. That's how wildly it can change
It's crazy.
from day to day.
Yeah. And so 10 years ago, Jordan and I were here before we had children, and we took a picture up at the top of the summit, this walkout thing where it is a place for a photo op. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
So we go, and I said one of the things about this trip, we allowed the children to have one thing that they wanted this trip, and most of them said they wanted a stuffy, so they got a stuffy.
That's a
and they were
stuffed
happy.
animal.
Yeah. And so they had one thing that we wanted. We wanted to go on a nature walk, which we did. We wanted to go see the mountains, which we did. We wanted to go eat and do things again. Don't say anything. And we had to go do all that stuff. And then for me, I wanted to go to the top of the mountain, and I wanted to get a picture with my entire family now and compare it to the one with me and Jordan 10 years ago. So anyway, we go up there, and granted, everybody's tired. They all have just been worn down. Yeah. And we have to, but we can power through it because we're excited about the experience, the memories. Shiloh has a stomach ache, our oldest, and Gabby is doing pretty good, but she decides, our 6-year-old, she decides that she wants to turn around during the picture. We have this great, speaking of cornbread.
I love cornbread. Where is he anyway? Corn-fed Alex from Omaha, Nebraska.
He was the sweetest guy. And he was there, and he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna take your picture," and he was so patient with us. He waited for like, it had to have been at least 5 minutes, just literally sitting there. Not, well, 5 minutes, which feels like an hour when you're up there.
Oh my gosh.
And so,
yeah, with your kid.
And everybody, all 20 people, like I said, we're a parade. And so we have 2 children in power chairs, and we have our little son, and then us. And we're loud. It's a part of being a Halverson.
Oh, thanks. Well, you took it on.
I blame David Halverson. Another shout out for the loudness.
A shout out.
Yeah.
For loudness.
Yes.
Pun intended. Shout out. All right, very good. Moving right along. So she would not turn around and face the camera.
She says, "I want to turn around. I want to shake my booty." And so she wants to shake because she has all.
We all do.
She has 20 people looking at her,
going, turn around, sweetheart.
Come on. Yeah. And then here's Alex, Cornfred Alex, and he's like, okay, he's like in his 20s, and he doesn't have kids, and his team is left.
And then that other family was like, "Can you take a picture for us?" And he was like, "I'll take one." Did you?
I was proud of him.
I'll take one. Set up boundaries.
Very nice, but set boundaries. Boundaries are good.
Yeah.
We should have another podcast about boundaries.
We could totally do that. But speaking of boundaries, we're doing this one right now.
Okay, good.
No, go on.
What else was it?
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, we have a picture. We do have the picture.
Yeah.
But Gabby
I'm
is
putting
like,
the picture in this, so they're going to see what it looks like.
But Gabby's like this and like bent over and refusing to smile, while the rest of them, even poor little Shiloh through a stomach ache, is going.
It's more of a grimace.
It's more of a grimace. But everybody's trying except for Gabby.
And then Judah had saw a marmot.
Yeah, tell the good folks what a marmot is.
A marmot looks like a beaver and a giant gopher prairie dog.
Which we also saw a beaver.
Also saw a beaver. Oh my gosh, the beaver
that was
was
the
cool.
Coolest.
I've never seen a beaver in real life, and that was awesome. So, stop it. So, oh wow, look at this.
Oh, I don't want
This
to
must
know
be
about
the electrician.
It's
They have UPS, but he's like in a 4x4.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. That's cool. Anyways, I'll send a picture of that one too. I'll put that up. Anyways, so that was awesome. That was our day. We got back. Did we eat? What did we eat when we got home? We made cheeseburgers. But the weirdest thing is the grill was pushed against the door here, like in front of. So we don't know if a grizzly or a moose, quite possibly Sasquatch, came up here and moved our grill.
Speaking of Sasquatch.
Hey, Judah, come here.
I'm checking on you.
Come say hello.
I'm just checking on you.
Well, come stand in the
here,
middle.
right here.
You got to look at so you can see yourself on the screen. Do you see? There you are. Come here. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Are you enjoying Colorado?
Yeah.
Do you love it?
What was your favorite part?
All of it.
All of it. Yes. Winning. And there he goes. So that was yesterday. We don't know what moved the grill. We moved it back. One of our kiddos ran into the door, but we reported that to the owners. Punctured a hole. So that was an interesting thing, but they were so sweet about it.
They were so sweet.
We did offer to pay for it, though.
Yeah.
Which is the right thing to do.
And we will pay for it.
Yeah.
But So I think, okay, here's how I think we should close.
Okay.
Top 3 things that
This
you
is
love
so
about
good.
Colorado.
Yeah, top 3 things that I love. The cooler weather.
Mm-hmm.
I love the mountains all around me.
Mm-hmm. We can see a snowy peak right over here. It's really fun.
Yeah,
those are the big ones that are like 12,000 feet.
Yeah, and gosh, the weather, the scenery, and being with you. I'm always with you here, and it's lovely, and it's like the best. I love it. Yeah, you.
I love it too. I love the aspens. We call the aspen trees piff trees. Our daughter Shiloh is 8, and when she's really excited, she has so much energy that she just does this with her hands. We call it happy hands. But this is a thing, and her nickname with us is Piff, and so we call it Piff Hands.
That's right.
And
There's some Piff hands going right there.
Yeah. So the aspens twinkle when the wind blows through them, and it just reminds me of Shiloh, and so I just love the aspens. I just soak that in. I think the wildlife has been really spectacular.
Oh, yes.
We
awesome
have
too.
seen, our first day in the park, we saw a mama moose and 2 babies, and we saw,
cool.
Elk everywhere. Can you side note, talk about the elk in Rocky Mountain National? They just kind of run the show, don't they?
Oh, they do. They are the highlight of Rocky Mountain National Park. The moose, that's a special thing to see the moose, and to see 3 together, that was awesome. But the elk they're pretty numerous. There are plenty. It's almost like they hang out at the entrances.
It's like a sorority and a fraternity, like they kind of mesh together. And then in the fall, there's rut. that they get into,
Yeah.
and apparently, can you give us an elk sound? Oh, that was really good.
That's not very good.
Again, this is exactly what he did when he was courting me. He sat on my foot like a Bernese Mountain Dog, and then he made this sound, and it was so weird. I don't know why it worked, but it worked.
It's North Dallas. It was really strange that it worked there.
Yeah,
But and church, no less.
uh-huh.
So, yeah, the elk are just, I mean, they're beautiful, and you can get so close. I'll post a picture also of us getting, I think, about 10 feet from one,
Yeah.
and then one just shook its booty at us, which was interesting.
And then the beaver and the marmot and all those things. I mean,
Marmot
just like
was so
little
cool.
things are just really fun. So
I
I
really wanted to make a little fur out of that marmot. It was so soft.
Did you touch it?
No, it just looked soft.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I
Okay.
didn't touch it. It was alive. I thought it might try to bite me.
And then I think just the expansive views. I mean, whether you're on top of the mountain or you're in the meadow like we were when we went to the historic site.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I mean, it just takes your breath away. It's like a postcard everywhere that you look. And so
We cannot recommend Rocky Mountain National Park highly enough.
this literally is like a
This is our
PSA.
third time. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is our third time coming.
Yeah.
And it was really fun to bring the kids. I think we need to do off and on trips without and then with.
Yes. Try it just as a couple trip and then with the kiddos because, you know, it is different. And parents, you know exactly what we're talking about.
Because you still have to, you're on vacation, but you still have to parent.
Yeah.
And so,
Which is awesome because you get to see their eyes and hear them
Yeah.
react to the
And,
stuff for the first time.
like Judah, case
Yeah.
in point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you love about it? Everything! This is the best day of my life!
And then 5 minutes later, they're crying because they are uncomfortable and they want to get home and they're bored.
Are you
'cause
talking
we're
about
in
me or
the
the
van.
kids?
All of it.
All of it, yes. So thank you for joining us for this special edition of Trivial 10 on the mountaintop, live from like 8,500 square feet in Grand Lake, Colorado. This has been Jordan,
Robin?
and we will see you next time. Maybe we'll talk about boundaries. Sounds exciting. All right,
Bye.
bye.